This very seductive photo of her pressed up against her nephew. I never see enough people bringing this up, talking about it, because it is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's kind of liberating to work with your family.
Elizabeth Hurley has been in the spotlight since her relationship with Billy Ray Cyrus has taken off. People are interested in Miley Cyrus's dynamics with her family and how toxic everything has become. This interest has poured off into Liz Hurley's life, and people are shocked to see how bizarre her family really is. So let's get into it. Liz Hurley is an actress that we've been talking about a little bit more recently because she's currently dating Miley Cyrus's father, Billy Ray Cyrus. And even though Billy Ray seems like a hot mess, and why would anyone want to be with him, it seems like Liz is able to match his energy easily. We recently talked about her relationship with her son, which is very freaky, but I want to talk about another relationship she has in her life, her nephew. You guys are probably like, what the hell? Why are we talking about her nephew? Well, I wanted to start with this post, a picture she shared with her nephew, and it seems rather intimate. You know, aunt and nephew. Seems more like a boyfriend-girlfriend post, but she writes an interesting caption. It reads, "Thanking God today that my nephew Miles is with us for Easter. His wounds are still oozing blood, but he's alive and we're thankful. The knife men who stabbed him are still roaming around London, perhaps around your loved ones. Happy Easter." Now, this is a crazy post. We've got the picture, which is already unsettling, and then we've got this caption talking about a brutal attack that her nephew had gone through. Now, before we get into the freakier parts of this video, I think we need to address this stabbing. Now, this article is from 2018, and the headline reads that Elizabeth Hurley's 21-year-old model nephew stabbed multiple times. It looks like this happened at 8:52 p.m. on a Thursday on Ascalon Street in southwest London, which, you know, 8:50 p.m., that's a respectful time on a Thursday. At least it's not something early in the a.m. When the police arrived at the scene, they found the 21-year-old man with stab wounds to his back. Another man believed to be the same age was also suffering from wounds. They were believed to be attacked by a group of males who got out of a vehicle and attacked them before fleeing the scene. Liz was spotted at the airport that Friday morning to go and be by her nephew's side, which I respect that because, of course, if anyone was harmed or a loved one, I mean, that is such a traumatic event to be pulled up on and then just stabbed. And it's not even like 8:50 p.m. on a Thursday. It could be anyone. Liz has always been close to her nephew. This is her sister's son. She's posted pictures of him throughout his career, him modeling for Next Models. He actually said in 2013, "I'm really close to my aunt. She's very supportive of everything I do. The best advice she has given me is just to enjoy myself, work hard, and be nice to everybody." When the attack happened, Liz posted about it on social media saying, "My nephew was brutally attacked by 4 men in London on Thursday night. He was repeatedly stabbed and lost more than 4 pints of blood. The deepest wound just missed severing his spine. By some miracle, no vital organs were damaged, and praying that these animals are caught before they ever harm anyone again." That brings us to this picture that we started off this video with. One person reacted on social media, "Just got stabbed? Time for a sexy picture." Another person wrote, "This is so gross. What aunt takes a picture like this with her nephew?"
This very seductive photo of her pressed up against her nephew. Here is the full photo. This just may be one of the best tweets of all time. And it is so underrated. Every year, like, I never see enough people bringing this up, talking about it, because it is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my entire life. The fact that, yes, thank God her nephew was okay, but she did not have to add the, "He's still roaming around London, perhaps around your loved ones." That is a crazy thing to tweet. But when she pressed post, her story was made. I will say a runner-up to this is Travis Kelce's 2010 Easter tweet that just says, "Happy Easter to all, hashtag shout out to Jesus for taking one for the team, ... ha ha ha." This one is just funny to me, whereas this one is truly iconic, and I do not think another celebrity Easter tweet will ever live up to this.
Now, in addition to posting the sexy picture with her nephew, she also shared a picture of his wound on Twitter. Someone needs to go and take their auntie's phone. She included the photo, which we're not going to share, writing, "This is what the knife men did to my nephew's back," pleading for her followers to go and figure out who these people could be. Now, because I was looking into this nephew and Liz Hurley, I came across an article from 2024 where they're both mentioned again. Liz Hurley's nephew, who survived a horror road rage knife attack, is caught drinking and driving after being stopped by police while driving at some speed in his BMW. It looks like he decided to go out and party and drink and drive his mother's car, which which is so immature. It's like, if you're gonna go drink and drive, at least, I mean, don't drink and drive. Actually, reverse, don't even ever drink and drive. But to be caught drinking and driving your mom's, like, you're such a loser. It was around midnight when officers were drawn to the vehicle because it was speeding up and slowing down and was very close to other vehicles. The drivers pulled over and alcohol was smelled on the breath of the defendant, and he failed a roadside breath test for alcohol and was arrested then and there. The defendant accepted that he should not have been driving at the time, but when he asked to stop, he did immediately and was cooperative with police. They were trying to get him on some aggravated charges as well, but his lawyer claims that he was compliant. He was a good boy. Now, one of the reasons why Liz is so close to her nephew is because they actually quarantined together. Everyone quarantined in one big home, which probably was nice because I was alone with my ex-boyfriend at the time, and it felt like years, honestly. Like, that 2 years felt like 20. And it's not even his fault, you know what I mean? It's just like you get tired of one person for so long. But one thing about Liz is that she loves her son, Damien, and I know we've talked about him in a past video, but I have to bring him up again. This article reads, despite Elizabeth Hurley's fascinating history, many observers are most interested in her relationship with her son. After all, observers want to know if Damien Hurley had a relationship with his grandfather, and about Elizabeth Hurley's son directing her while she filmed an intimate scene. Most of all, people want to know, is Damien and Liz Hurley okay? For years, people have found Liz and Damien's bond to be off-putting, which I am very close to my mother. I was FaceTiming her earlier today. Shout out, Mom, if you actually watch my videos like you say you do. But the mother and son have a long history of saying and doing things that people find strange. Another example of controversy around their relationship revolved bikini photos of Liz, because her son Damien would take these photos of her. Again, I don't know if, like, Damien's like is gay or what, but and I don't even know if that really matters. I still wouldn't want to be taking like sexy bikini pictures of my mom. It's almost like he's her assistant. Damien spoke to Access Hollywood in 2024 saying that he is comfortable taking pictures of his mom in her bikinis. Quote, so to us, it's not a thing. It's just part of the business. She takes my photos, I take hers.
We're like, who's taking these? And she says, Damien is taking a lot of the candid ones.
People find this really controversial. You know, really, I mean, we're in the business. Show business has been a fundamental part of my life, my entire life. So to us, it's not a thing. You know, it's just part of business. She takes my photos, I take her photos.
But I'm relaxed in front of him too.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think controversial. I think fabulous. It's like a kid mom thing. I just think they're so great with their wellies.
He's a director, so he's seeing it.
yeah, and he looks out for me. And you know, sometimes because I do have to be photographed in bikinis because it is one of my businesses. Who likes being photographed in a bikini? No one. I mean, even when you're 22 and fabulous, well, you probably still like, but not in a bikini. You know what I mean? But it's relaxing knowing someone's behind the camera who looks out for you, which was the same on this movie in a way.
In April 2024, Damien, her son, wrote and directed a movie, which is a huge accomplishment. It's titled Strictly Confidential, and it starred his mother, which caused some controversy. In the trailer, you can see that Liz is filming an intimate scene with a younger woman for the movie. It's a little bit bizarre because they don't look like they'd be a match. It looks really forced, and honestly, it looks like the bad beginning of a PORN. Liz admitted that the intimate scene she shot for her son's movie was quite out there and daring, but she seemed to be surprised that people are making a lot of fuss of it. I think maybe if the scene was like classy and like told a story, it would make sense, but again, it looks like the bad beginning of a PORN. Damien said, I hate to say that it felt totally normal. I don't know what that says about us. I was speaking to a lot of my friends who are second generation of parents in the industry, and they say the exact same thing, that to outsiders, many may see this as strange or extraordinary. For us, we just grown up with it in everyday life. Doesn't make the industry look any better.
Things that his script needed me to do in this weren't necessarily things I'd always done in movies many times before, but having him there meant that I felt safe and looked after, and I knew in the production, in the post, I knew he'd look after me. So actually, it's kind of liberating to work with your family. I mean, do it again, watch it.
Oh, I like that.
First of many.
First of many.
And how was it directing your mom? And was there any particular scenes that you were maybe a little nervous about?
You know, we kind of felt in our comfort zone. It's very strange. I think also, you know, when you're on an independent film, when you have 18 days to shoot, every single second counts. You know, you can't sit around mulling over scenes thinking, oh, what if maybe, you just have to go for it and do as much as you physically can, as fast as you physically can, hopefully as well as you physically can. So, no, we didn't have time to find anything. We just went for it.
Now, TV host Iman Holmes branded Liz's relationship with her son weird. And to make it even weirder, Liz admitted that she often wears her 16-year-old son's clothing. She also refers to him as her soulmate. This person wrote on Reddit, Nepos always have some weird, twisted, incestuous stuff like this going on, as in all of them are mentally effed up in one way or the other. Yeah, this is beyond. I find it weird when actors talk about their family and parents reacting to their nude scenes. They always use it as like a funny story. I know nudity is viewed differently in different cultures, but I could never have any of my family watch me in an explicit scene. Patrick Schwarzenegger, when he talked to his father about like adjusting his ween in a scene.
I'm watching your show and I'm watching you with your butt sticking out there. And all of a sudden I see the weenie. And I said to myself, what is going on here? I mean, this is crazy. And then I said to myself, well, Arnold, hello. You did the same thing in Conan and in Terminator and all of those films. You were naked, so don't complain about it. But it was kind of like a really a shock to me that you would follow my footsteps that closely.
Didn't they do a photo shoot together once where people thought they had an incestuous vibe? I swear I only ever hear about this guy because of the weird stuff he and his mom are doing together. That reminds me of when Billy Ray Cyrus did that inappropriate photo shoot with Miley Cyrus, where it seemed way too intimate. Let's go ahead and put that on the screen because I need you guys to remember how bad that was. Maybe, just maybe, that is why Liz and Billy Ray Cyrus is such a good match. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and my email is SloanWellKnown@gmail.com, so send me more video ideas. Bye guys.